this movie is genuinely gonna be so annoying. And I'm not saying it because the movie is gonna be bad, but in terms of content creation, this is something you need to understand. This is a video in reference to the video I just made asking people, how are we gonna watch Kizu? Because this is how it's working. It's Bake, which is like 15 episodes of standard episodes, right? Standard length. Then there is Kizu, which is 3-part movies. You guys seem to be under the assumption that I can just watch all of Bake and then go into Kizu and everything is gonna be fine. There's a reason why I made this video asking, can I watch this in fucking between? Because what you don't understand from a consumer's perspective is this messes everything up. Every day there is deliverables, meaning videos to edit. It's about 5 videos per day. 4 for main channel, 1 for second channel, okay? And these 4 videos are expected to be roughly the same amount because we're doing anime reactions. After we're doing Bake and we're done with that and we're just gonna watch the movies after that, do you know what happens then? Everything gets messed up. Now suddenly the other weekly stuff and other community slots, it all gets fucked up because of the long length movies. That's why I asked you, in between Bake, when we have these other rest days, right? If we can cover it in the one, right? In the one rest day per week, then we can do Bake and Kizu and get to, you know, Nisei in time. If we watch Bake and then Kizu, this is how it's gonna work. You're not gonna have content for an entire month. Do you understand that? You're not, because like after we're doing Bake and it's just Kizu, the only way we can cover it is 1 per week. For fucking 4 weeks. There is no content coming out except a movie every week. And that's what I'm trying to prevent. And it ruins everything. Then the deliverable slots that I had, again, these 4, right? These 5, these 4, 5. How do I fucking explain this shit? Because like, again, people just seem to think that I can just make these fucking videos out of my ass and just pull it out and everything's gonna be fine. Like, this is how this works. If there is 4 slots, right? Maybe this will help you better, you know, just like visualize it, right? Like these are like basically there's weeklies, right? Seasonal weeklies. And then there's like community series, right? Community series. And I'm trying to like have, usually the optimal setup is we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Technically, it's 1, 2, 3, and then this is how this works, right? This is the average day where these, right? These are gonna be like the Dan Da Dan, the Water Magician, the whatever, the weekly animes. And then this is gonna be like the one community series like Bake that we're having right now, or Totoro Index. And then what you need to understand is there's also second channel content, right? There's also second channel content that we do. So if you think about this, when we're done Bake, we have constantly weeklies happening. How the fuck are we gonna fit these goddamn movie fucking in every day? It doesn't work like that. You understand? That's why I'm trying to ask, can we fit this in between? But everyone is saying, no, it's gonna ruin it. It's gonna ruin it. Most people are saying, this is not the way that it's supposed to be intended. So then, do you really want to fucking, you're telling me, do you want a situation where we have no fucking content for an entire month other than fucking movies every other week? That's what we're doing? Here's another option. Here's another option. We can do Bake into Nisei and Kizu. This, I think, is actually a pretty decent option because a lot of people are just upset that, like, this is gonna get ruined if I do Kizu in between, right? The goal right now is for people to make me appreciate Bake for what it is, as it's intended, and that if I had movie content before, then it would be wrong. Okay. And we also just talked about how it is not feasible to do Bake into Kizu like that. So basically, there's this option, there's also this other option. Right? There's also this. Bake into Kizu and other community series. I mean, this is basically the same shit as this. It really is. I basically would pick like a random other show. But I guess this option kind of like prevents Nisei getting ruined. Because I don't know, some people are saying Kizu is gonna get in the way of Nisei enjoyability too. So we have, I think, two options here. I think that this is ridiculous. To watch Bake and then just watch Kizu is a terrible idea in terms of content format. For you to only get a 3-part weekly fucking movie reaction for an entire month, people will lose interest and the momentum will die immediately. You need to understand how impatient and how ignorant the average person is. Like, I'm not talking about the hardcore people. Most motherfuckers, after the first week, will forget Monogatari is even a thing, and it's gonna die, and it's gonna be a dead project immediately. You need to constantly have frequency, repetitions to remind people it's happening. So I'm not gonna go with it. This is a fucking terrible idea. There's this option where if we do this, then basically we can cover the movie. It'll come out every other week, but in that community slot, again, right? If you look at this, weeklies are very important stuff too. I can't just sacrifice the fucking weeklies in order to pump out one fucking movie. That doesn't make sense to me, okay? So if we watch Kizu on those like weekly rest days, while maintaining the other stuff, this works. And I'll figure out what other community series can get involved. I still think that option is kind of a bad idea though. Because first of all, even though this option may give you a more like refined experience for Nisei in order to not to ruin it, whatever fucking Kizu spoils, that's still gonna take a month. That is still gonna take a month. And on top of that, this other community series that we're reacting to will take over, and then people will forget about Monogatari. This will kill the hype. So the option really is this one. This is the option that I think is the most feasible in terms of making sure people have the repetition every other day to know that Monogatari is happening, to be able to cover the movie Kizu after Bake, while at the same time, we're sacrificing a bit of Nisei, right? We are. But I think that this is the option that I'm landing right now. And things might change in the future. First of all, Nisei has to win the poll, by the way. I think that this is going to be an Index Season 3 situation all over again, where motherfuckers vote without actually showing up because they think that it means that it's going to secure the future seasons of whatever they actually care about. But regardless, I think that I will poll to see what's going to win during like Nisei has to win. I hope that it wins. I think it can win. But we'll do a poll and I'll have Nisei in there as a default choice. Other stuff will get included just to understand what people want. And if Nisei wins, I think that this is a game plan that we go with. Because again, this one, not a good idea. It might be, this one probably is the best idea for me as a content creator in terms of like just viewership. Because let's get serious. The more like people are gonna like, they're not gonna care about Monogatari pretty soon. I don't want to be a doomer, but like, listen, anytime you hard invest into a series that has multiple seasons in different series, and it's constant context shifting, the momentum dies off. It's better for me to just jump ship and go to something else that people actually want. And this option will probably be better in terms of analytics. How much better will it be? I don't think it's going to be significantly that important at the end of the day. So here's a game plan. We watch all of Bake. We're going to poll Nisei. If Nisei wins, we do Nisei immediately after Bakemonogatari. And during Nisei, we'll also be doing Kizu movies every week or so. That is the game plan, okay? Let me know in the comments what you guys think about this.